Hi there, it's Metaverse Zing. Welcome back to the channel. In this video, I'll be discussing treasure hunts in Upland. Things like what treasure hunts are, whether you should do them, and how do you complete them. Before I start, I wanted to give a quick shout out to Icelord, who have been asking me to do this video for a while now. I was finally able to do it, so here you go, Icelord. I hope you like it. So what are treasure hunts? Basically, the Upland team will hide a treasure in one of the properties in the city. As a user, I have to find out which property that is, and then I have to visit it. As soon as I visit, I'll get a treasure reward. In most cases, the reward is in the form of UPX. It could be 100 UPX, 200 UPX, 10,000 UPX. And then there's a 5% chance you could get a spark chest, which will give you a spark reward. If you're in a tier 1 or tier 2 city like Los Angeles, Chicago, or Queens, you'll get 0.02 spark from each spark chest you open. If you're in a tier 4 or tier 5 city like Detroit, you'll get a 0.01 spark. Now, if you're a new user, I recommend you to start with Queens. Because Queens is the latest city released in Upland. Second, it's a part of New York City. Manhattan has been the most pricey city in Upland so far, so it's a good place to start. Third, because it's a tier 2 city, you'll get a 0.02 spark chest from this one, compared to the tier 4 and tier 5 city where you'll get 0.01 spark. So definitely start in Queens. Now, how do you find treasure hunts? For that, you click the ellipsis to open the menu. From there, you click treasures. So since I'm in Queens right now, I'm seeing Queens listing, and I see 3 available treasure hunts here: standard, limited, and exclusive. Now, before that, treasure hunts are of 2 types. One is the competitive one, second is non-competitive. In competitive treasure hunt, you are competing against other players for the same treasure. So say Upland has hidden a treasure in one of the properties in Queens. Now there are 36 players, which could be 50 or 100 as well. 100 players trying to find the same property at once. If you're a new user, do not even try this, because these experts of competitive treasure hunt will find the treasure in like 30 seconds, 35 seconds. So you don't stand a chance. You're just going to waste your UPX as well as your cents. I would rather want you to focus on the non-competitive one, which is the standard chest. This will, in this, you don't compete against other players, but you're competing against time. So when you spawn this one, you have 5 minutes to find the right property, to find the treasure. If you're able to find that treasure within the 5 minutes, then you get a reward, mostly in the form of UPX, if you're lucky in the form of spark chest. But if you don't find it, then you lose it and you have to spawn again for 100 UPX, or depends on the city. That's how it works. So not going to focus on competitive ones in this video, because I do not recommend them. Even if you look at the history, if I show you the recent winners of these chests and what they've won, you would realize it may not make a lot of sense to do these chests unless you're very, very good at that. So the purple ones are the limited ones, and the yellow ones are the exclusive ones. Just like the collections, there are standard collections, limited, and then exclusive, and then rare. Similarly, the value of these also increase. So for example, all the purple ones, the limited ones, will give you 800 UPX, 1200 UPX, 500 UPX, 2000 UPX from each chest. The exclusive ones might give you more. For example, here you've got 0.1 spark, which is really, really good. Or you might get pinatas, which will give you 3000, 10,000, 8,000 UPX. If you're very, very lucky, you might get even higher. For example, Timex has got 120,000 UPX from this exclusive treasure hunt like 7 hours ago. That's the idea, but do not focus on that, because you're anyway not going to win. For example, if I show you the time, this one was won within 51 seconds. This one was won within 49 seconds, 1 minute, 1 minute, 1 minute. So not a chance. Anyway, back to the main point. How do you do a standard treasure hunt then? The one where you compete against time. Let me just try to demonstrate one for you. I think I don't have enough cents. Yeah, by the way, if you want to check your cents, you can either click a property if you don't know where your block explorer is and try to click cent. It'll show you how much you have. So how many you have. Right now I have 1 cent. The other way is you can just click your block explorer and click the airplane, and it shows you I have 1 cent available. I can have 11 max, so I'm doing really bad right now and I have to collect a few cents before I started. So the best way is check your trail. Sometimes in your trail there would be an airplane like this, which you need to collect to get cents. I don't think I have any, so I've lost that chance. Now I can either send my explorer to this property and get this paper plane for more cents, but that would mean I'm using one of the cents and maybe also some UPX. For example, if I send this one, I'll be paying 40 UPX as the visitor fee. Now what I do generally is, before I start, because I have a lot of properties in Queens, for example, if I have to show you, I have all over the place. So what I'll do is I'll first try to find a send with near to my properties. So for that I go to apexland.me. I go to find my send. I enter my username and the city and then search. So I see that there is one on very close to 1717 Hart Street. That's just 40 meters away, so I wouldn't miss that chance. Now I come back to Upland. I click search. I enter the property address and it's this one. And I send to my property. The reason why I'm sending to my property again is because sends are limited, so I don't want to waste my sends on unnecessarily, and also because I don't want to spend the extra 40 UpX or 20 UpX trying to collect sends on somebody else's property. So you see, I was here, the send was here, but I still able to collect it because there is a radius where I can claim these sends. Now I'm probably at 5 sends, and I'll be good once I've done like 9, 10 or 11. So I'll just do one more. Here we go. Okay, I have 8 cents. I think that's enough to show you how it works. Now I'll go to treasures to start a treasure hunt, the standard one. I'm paying 100 UpX right now because I've already done one for the, I think 3-4 for the day. By the way, I've also got the spark chest as well, so there's a good chance I won't get spark in the next 20-30 treasure hunts that I do today. But let's see. So now I'm paying 100 UpX to start the treasure hunt. Before I do that, to show you the value of it and the value of web, right now I have 100,489 UpX. So when I start one, I'll be at 389, and my objective will be in the next 5 treasure hunts, I should be able to gain a worth of at least 600 or 700 UpX at least. So that would mean a focus. I'll be trying to get at least maybe 1,200 or 300 UpX from here. Anyway, I'm running against time, so let's get back to it. So I have 4 minutes and 41 seconds now. I'll try to see where exactly it could be. So I enabled my treasure from here, and now I just see one circle. So one circle which is really slow means it's far away. So the direction you see, just send your explorer to that, any of the property you have in that direction. For example, I'll go to this one. I always do this because you save time doing this. So it's still far. Right now I'm seeing 2 circles, which means it's not as far as the previous one, but still far. So I'll probably go to Astoria. Oh wait, I'll probably go to Steinway. Okay, so now I'm a little close. If I do this, I see 3 circles, which means closer than where I was earlier, but not too close. So now I'll probably try this one. It's the one in Astoria. Okay, so it's blinking really fast. That means I'm very close. I'm moving in this direction, and I think the treasure chest is also somewhere here, so I'll just let it go so that I can get close. Oh, I got one without any send. Yeah. By the way, yes. So even if the treasure was hidden here, I could still get it because I was in the range. So that also counts. Let's see what I've got. I hope it's more than 230. Nope. Okay, let's start one more. So two circles. If that means far but not very far, I would still want to try this one to see where I go from there. There are a couple of things you should do in treasure hunts to be able to be more efficient. I'll see if I can give you an example of that anytime soon. So right now I have 3 circles. One thing I always do is, for example, if I click here, it'll say that it's somewhere in this direction, but then I'll try another one which I have in my range. For example, this one. I hope it is. Yes, it's in this direction. So it's very close, because this one is taking me here and this one is taking me here. So I might try something like here, just to get a sense. By the way, before that, I'll see if I have another property which can give me a better idea. Just to be very sure, I'll try this one as well to get the exact direction. So I'm just trying to triangulate. So from the previous property, I've found out that it's in this direction, and from here I'll see which direction I need to move in. Oh wow, it's still far. Yep, so always helps. I'm gonna try this one. Okay, so this one is taking me here and the other one is taking me there. So a good guess would be somewhere here, and then I'll take it from there. Okay, 40 apex for this visit. Okay, I'm close. So I'm getting the red one now, which means I'm pretty close. If I go to this property, do I still get the red one? Okay, I cannot see. Yes. So because it's red and it probably is starting somewhere here. Okay, can't see. Anyway, so I'll make a guess. Maybe probably here. Okay, we are far, I think. So do check these the adjacent properties on both the sides. For example, this one is telling me it's very close. If it's blinking that fast, it's probably on the same street. I mean in this area. So I can send it here, I can send it here, I can send it here, but because I know that even if I send 3-4 properties away, it still covers. Just to minimize the risk, I'll probably send here so I can cover maximum radius within that. So let's try this one. And yeah, got one. So I had started with 497 and right now I probably have now 629. Not very well, but not very bad either. Let's see how many sends I have. I have 5 more, which is enough for maybe 2 more treasure hunts. So let's go with that. So yeah, keep doing that. So you see right now I'm using 2 to 3 cents for each treasure hunt because I have sufficient properties. If you have lesser, you probably would be spending. Okay, it's very close. So yeah, when I clicked it, it says somewhere here, but because I have a range on the upper side as well, so I'll also try to look for a hint here. Okay, it doesn't accept. Yes, so still this way. So let's start with this one. Yes, so I was saying that I have enough properties across the city, so I'm able to complete the treasure hunt in 2 to 3 cents. If you're new and don't have enough properties, you probably might take 6 cents or 7 cents, which is a little high, but I think that's okay when you're starting. Your focus should be to build a treasure hunt web. That's what people call it when you have multiple properties across the city, so that you can send them for free. Okay, now I'm not in this direction. Second thing is triangulation, so I know it's somewhere here, but I'll also try with this one. Okay, and that's where they meet. Probably not here, but okay, not gonna send because it's 60 apex. The second thing I look for is I look for the lowest or the average at least. If anybody is charging higher than that, I ignore that. Again, because I have the luxury of time. If you're low on, for example, this guy is really nice. He's doing it for 20 apex. Let me see what I'm charging for these. For LA, I'm charging the lowest for sure. I think for Queens, I haven't changed yet, so I would want to change. Okay, so it's in this direction. Can I go farther than that? Maybe I can go here. Oh yeah, still. So keep doing this because it helps you get a better idea. Yep. Maybe this one. Oh wow, 100 apex. No, thank you. Okay, I was gonna go for this one. So I'm just gonna wait because my explorer is moving in the upward direction anyway, and once it gets very close to this one, it'll probably automatically unlock the treasure. So I'll just wait because I have enough time. If it was just 10 or 15 seconds, I would have sent by myself because I didn't want to waste that. If I still don't get it, that's okay. I'll send it to this one, but I'll just wait. Had it been going in this direction or this direction, it would have worked. It's not the right one, but let's see. Because I have time, I can probably change the visitor fee. Yeah, it's 40. Great. So now if you visit my property, you'll just have to pay 20 apex and not 40. Anyway, back to the treasure hunt. I don't think I'll catch it, so I'll have to manually send it, which is not cool and it's very expensive. Let me just be a little miser. I'll see if I can send to this one because the other one was costing me 100 apex again, and that's not fair. Oh yeah. So yes, I consciously avoid all the 100 apex or the expensive visitor fee properties unless they are FSAs, because in that case they need money, right? Okay, so I'm at 664. Not a lot of increase, but sufficient. And I have not enough. Maybe just get one more. So yeah, one way is to find sense like this way. Say for example, you don't have enough properties, and you're seeing something like 490 meters away, 500 meters away. In that case, you can search for another name. For example, if you search my name, you'll find like these. And now that you know that there is a send 60 meters from my property, this one, then you can just find the send and manually go there and select. Or even if you don't send to mine, you can send to any nearby property and collect it. That's another way. Third way that I like is, there are two more ways which I enjoy. Another one is when I'm out of all the sends. For example, say I've done 30 or 30 treasure hunts in the day, and I don't have any more sends available to near my properties. I might look at the map. Now this is a bit confusing and not very I don't recommend it all the time, but what I'll do is I'll find Queens here, which is somewhere here. And I'll try to look for sends which are very close to each other so that I can get two airplanes in a single visit. Maybe these maybe, I think I've got something better. No, that's far. So I'm trying to look for airplanes which are very close to each other. This is Brooklyn. Yeah, let's see if this works. May or may not work. Mostly not gonna work. Had it been on the same street, it would have. Okay, yeah, these. So these two airplanes seem to be very close to each other. All I have to do is find the address like this. I just clicked it and I went to the property. And now something like this. Move. Okay. Okay, while that is happening, one 14957 Cherry Ave. So I'm just trying to confirm whether there are two sends or not. Okay, there are two sends. So if I send to this one, I don't have to because I still have sends in other properties, but just to give you a demonstration of how it works. So yes, so now my objective is to get both of them together. So I got this one, I got 3 cents, and I got this one, I got 5 cents. So in 1 cent I got 4 extra, which is really good. And now I have 6 cents again. So I'll just show you 2 more treasure hunt attempts, and then I'll stop. I didn't have to, so I've kind of lost 40 apex here, but that's okay. Let's find this one. You have to enable this. Okay, so 1 circle means very, very far, but still in Queens and not in Brooklyn, so that's a good sign. Maybe try this one. Okay, 2 circles, so that means I'm tempted to go here. In this direction. So do I own anything here? Maybe this one. So one thing you would notice is even before my explorer reaches the property, I kind of open another one just to save time. For example, this one, I click the pawn here and then I click this one. So while I was on the way, I got to know where I need to go. Okay, so this direction. This doesn't make sense though. Okay, so it's somewhere here, but just to be very sure, I'll look out the other one as well. I'll check out this property as well. So here and here. So maybe check out this area. So that's the benefit of having multiple properties, because that's 55 apex, so no. Yes, so you move fast across all the properties and you save your cents. Second, when you're in doubt, you can check out the nearby properties and figure out a way. By the way, this one hint hidden means there's another treasure hunt which is in stealth mode, which is activated. So yep, it's exclusive. So in stealth mode, what happens is they won't tell you whether you're close or far until you're very, very close to the property. So I'm seeing one hint one hint hidden because I think I'm probably not pretty far. But anyway, back to this one, because I've seen a red circle. Let's see again, just to be very sure. Okay, it doesn't. So it's somewhere in this direction. I might try this one first. Okay, got one. Oh, okay, last chest. So that was the idea, because I was not very sure where exactly it is. I just checked out all of the properties in the same neighborhood and kind of triangulated. So this one told me it's somewhere here, this one told me it's somewhere here, and this one told me it's somewhere here. So kind of like in the middle. Okay, then one last. So 2 circles. Let's start with this one. Close. So now there are 2 ways, because I have 4 minutes right now. One thing I can do is I can keep sending again and again until my explorer moves in this direction, or if I'm wasting a lot of time, I can just probably make a guess and go there. I'm just gonna try it for a while, maybe for 5-6 times, to see if it moves in the right direction. Okay, it doesn't. Don't do it if you're running low on time and it's not dark red, because right now it means I'll probably have to travel a lot. It'll probably have to be somewhere far away. Come on, let's try. No, unlucky. So let's see. It's here. It's here, that means it's far away. Let's start with this one because it seems like in the middle of both. Oh yeah, so this is the spark chest. So I already got one in the morning. So the brown chests you generally see are the regular ones where you get Apex. If you're seeing an orange one, that means it's a spark chest. That is so awesome. This was gonna be my last attempt for today and I got a spark chest. So yeah, I'm glad I could cover it in the video. I hope I am. Yep. And if you get this, which says 20 Apex, that means you're getting 0.02 spark. In Detroit, when you do it, you'll get 10 Apex, which will mean 0.01 spark. So yeah, that's the idea. That was all about treasure hunts. If you still have any questions, you can reach out to me in the comments or on Discord. I'll be happy to help. Besides that, the last thing I wanted to cover was how exactly a web works. So right now I'm trying to create a web so that I don't waste a lot of cents in the gaps. For example, I don't own any property here. What I would generally want to do is I just want to get a quick glance on whether I can find a cheap property in this area. For example, this looks like a small property, but that's 14,000, so I would not. So my idea would be to get anything which is less than say 7,000 or 8,000. If I can't find, what else I generally do is I look for the properties in the secondary market. Right now, because the areas where we didn't have a collection have seen price dropping and really dropping. For example, let me see if I want another property somewhere. I think Maspeth has a lot of potential. Maybe in Forest Hills is a collection, so that would not work. Let's talk about Flushing for now, or you know what? Let's just see all of them. So I'm going to upexland.me again. I've selected the city as Queens. Status is for sale. I don't care whether it has a structure or not. I don't care whether it's FSA or non-FSA. I'm sorting by markup, which means the cheapest markup first. So I see properties as cheap as 59%, which is really good. 59% markup. That means the property which was costing 29,000 is now being sold for 17.48. What I can do now is I can just select this. I can go to the address. So by the way, I do generally prefer doing it in USD because the markups are very, very low, and if in the future I want to sell it for UpX, I can do that as well. For example, the USD markup right now is 59%. If I go to the UpX one, it's 75%. So that doesn't count though. So it's 87%. So the property I was buying for, okay, I've kind of lost track. Yes, this one. For 17.48, I would probably be able to sell it for 22,000 easily. So that's good money as well. But otherwise, if I want to complete my web and if it seems like a good place to buy a property in, I would buy as well. So for example, I kind of don't own anything here, but I don't see a lot of treasures appearing here, so I might pass this one. But had it been somewhere here, I would have loved to buy it. Another thing you can do is you can just do a quick zoom and search for the cheap properties. If something is really, really cheap, you can look it up on upexland.me and see if it's a good markup. That's another thing you can do. Idea again is to get properties spread all over the place so that you're moving across your properties for free, and then you're triangulating as much as you can and getting closer to the treasure hunt, to the treasure chest. Yep, that's it. That's all for the video. Last thing I just wanted to briefly touch upon was the Holliswood Node by Radish Head. I've right now got 4 properties there. The floor seems to be moving really nice. So if I look at this again, okay, I didn't have to do that. Wow. So the floor right now is 48,000. I think I got the properties for 30,000 and 25,000 and maybe 22,000. So if you are interested, I would say still not too late. If you find something in a very good markup of say 100% to 200, no, definitely not this one. So if a cheap property appears in the future, say within 200% markup or 50% markup, maybe these, if you really want, go for them. I think this is the best possible option for you because you can even sell them for a good price in the future. That's it. That's all about it. Thanks for watching the video. Bye.